Hello, hello. Welcome to APG.STUDIO channel and another session stretching after running or cycling. This time you can do it outside just straight away after you finish your fitness activity. And all you need is just to find some bench. Okay? Simple as that. I'm going to do on the chair, but yeah, if you're running in the park, whatever, you can find the bench for sure. Okay, so let's start right now. If you're watching first time, my name is Alicia, fitness and yoga expert. And please, if you like this video, subscribe and click notification bell. Never miss any content from my channel because I'm really busy and I'm filming every single day for you guys, apart of Sunday. Ready to start. So first we need to stay behind the bench. And you're going to move your left leg back. Make sure you've got nice and straight position. So you're not moving your hips back. So could be closer as long as you're able to place your foot on the floor. Right, like as you can see, my knee is bent, but the left is straight. Because I like to stretch calf and part of hamstring on my left side, okay? And if you're ready for more, you can try to move your leg further. If you can't place your heel down the ground, bring it closer, okay? And now inhale, going to keep your chest high as you exhale. Depends how is the stretch. You can lean forward to also add the stretch for the upper part of your leg. Okay? You can feel your right as well. Not your calf, but your hip, glutes. On your right side, lower back. So right leg is bent, left straight, nice and flat, both nice and flat. And your feet, both facing forward. If you rotate and move your left leg out, we're not stretching anything on the back because you'll turn your leg out. Okay, so you've got both feet to the front. Inhale, slowly exhale. Lower body, the same position. There's no movement, hips back and forth. It's just from your hips, like a hinge, moving only your upper body. Inhale and exhale. So you're pulling shoulders back. You're squeezing your shoulder blades. Inhale and exhale. Find the position you're happy to hold the stretch for few breaths. Could be higher, few chest, maybe gonna be elbowed, but make sure not moving your hips back. You've got your right knee bent and you're pressing your left heel to the floor. Feel the stretch. Good breath. Stay breathe in and slowly out. And you will know if you need to hold for longer or it's enough for you. All depends how long you've been running or cycling. If it's 30 minutes, yeah, just few breaths holding the stretch is enough. But it was longer, the stretching needs to be longer as well. Because muscles tired and they're getting tighter, so they need more time to again give them good stretch. Again, could be closer, could be further back, as long as you're comfortable with the stretch. Now is your right leg, calf and the part of hamstring just behind your knee. Okay, left is bent, both feet pointing forward. And again, you can hold or try. Going to feel left side, glutes area, your hip, and as well your lower back. Just avoid this common mistake. So moving your hips as well. This is only upper body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You don't have to go that low for your chest. We are all in different flexibility, okay? So it's just the matter of the feeling, the stretch, the pulling sensation in your muscles, in your legs. Hold it higher, lower. You can maybe resting your elbows. If you've got your elbows, avoid dropping your head, dropping your chest. Still use your muscles at the back. So you're pushing shoulders down and you're lifting your chest. Okay? That's a nice stretch, isn't it? and relax. Okay, now I'm going to sit. You're sitting on the bench. I'm sitting on the chair. Just make sure not sitting too deep on the edge of the bench. Feet wider than your shoulders width apart. Again, they are both parallel each other, so facing forward. And the same, you're moving only your upper body. When you bend, as I call, from your belly button, so you tuck your pelvis under and try to take this movement, you're going to feel lower back, not that much on your legs. To stretch hamstring, glutes, and your hips is all about changing your pelvis position. Is tilt forward. Remember from the previous video, got the rope in your belly button and someone is pulling forward and down. This is how we'd like to move your hips, your pelvis. Inhale, slowly exhale. Chest and head really high, shoulders back. So you're stretching your chest as well as the lower part of your body. Inhale, slowly exhale. Again, if your muscles tight, the movement's gonna be much smaller. If you got more flexibility, you can go all the way, so you almost got shoulders in line with your knees, but it's not the case. It's all about feeling the stretch. Inhale and exhale. If you find try to hold it, elbows back, avoid putting head down, you're holding head high to work with your muscles in your neck for the correct position. Good breaths. Again, could be longer. If you need longer, just pause the video now. If you're fine with me, carry on. Now, again, back of your leg, but we're trying all the way, calf, hamstring, just to the top of your pelvis. Again, if your muscles tight, you can't hold your leg straight, which is fine. Just hold the position. You're still holding your pelvis the same. Okay, if you notice my leg is straight, but you just tuck your pelvis under again. You've got round back. Better to bend your knee and make this movement with your pelvis is very, very important. Okay, to correctly stretch the long muscles, your hamstring. And again, just your upper body forward to stretch more. As much as you flex your foot, toes pointing up, you're pulling toes towards to you, is more for your calf. And the movement in your upper body increases the stretch of the upper part of your leg. Inhale and exhale again. Shoulders back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Pull your elbows back. So it's more flexible leg, maybe slightly bent or is completely straight. Just notice if you're leaning, maybe your leg is straight, but you're leaning to your other side, which means that's a compensation. But it's not ready for that deep stretch and automatically it's responding by changing your balance to the other side. So as long as you're feeling you've got the right position, balance equal left and right, that's the right option for you. Okay. Inhale and exhale and hold again. Good breaths. Deep breath in and slowly out. And now, other side. Again, could be bent. You're checking if you're making movement from your hips like a hinge. So really feel your pelvis tilting forward. It's not from your belly, which is the common mistake. And people don't stretch hamstring that much and they actually complain about lower back discomfort or pain. That's why. Because it's very important you got the right alignment in your body to correctly stretch your muscles. If you're fine, could be completely fully stretched leg. You're working for yourself, Respect your limits. Know your limits and respect your limits. They are temporary, okay? It's like, oh my God, I can't bend that much, and you still try for your straight leg. It doesn't make any sense. It's not going to help you, because this is what you're doing. Bend your knee and feel the stretch, the right place, back of your leg, the upper part, okay? Not in your lower back that much. I can hold good breaths. Inhale. Slowly exhale. Okay, that was the back part of your legs. Now, the front. Change the position of the chair so you can see better. Again, just sitting on the edge. One foot, let's say left, on your toes, and you're just moving your leg back underneath the bench. You're pressing, if you can press your foot. I'll show you from the side in a second. Make sure the leg, your knee is in line with your hip. So you're not moving too much to your right. And also, you're not leaning forward to reach further behind the bench, because we'd like to stretch your quadricep and your hip flexor. So when you flex your hip, muscles contract. We want to stretch. So it doesn't matter how far you go. Make your position upright, and maybe for now it's just here. So press your foot to feel the stretch. It's not massive stretch, but that's a good way to start. The really good one, you had the previous video when I advised to do at home, because it's laid down on the floor. So in this weather, not a good idea. And it's a proper stretch. So this one, you can do it straight away as you finish. And at home, if you got some time, do even more, the deeper stretch. Or next day or 2 days after, when you're going to feel you've got really tight muscles. And eventually, you're improving the flexibility, range of movement in your joints. And you can bring your leg even further. I'll show you from the side. You can change your leg now. So you're trying to bring back, but any movement, if your upper body, that's a sign, okay, yeah, it's just too much. My body is compensating. You're just responding, and it's just too much. I need to do something. It's always, always on the protection zone. And if it's too much, your position is going to change. So as long as you're upright, you can try bring your foot even further behind the bench and press your foot. Okay. So even here still works. Nice stretch also for your shin and front of your foot. We're not stretching these muscles that much. And depends what's your technique. As you run, you can feel really tight and stiff, sore muscles at the front. And relax. Okay. Your inner thigh. They are important to have great range of movement in your hips. And also they work with glutes for good stability. Okay. So it could be legs even wider, as long as you feel comfortable position. And now left leg straight. Try to keep your foot flat with your toes pointing forward. So you've got your knee and your foot pointing forward, no rotation. And you're trying to lean forward again from your hips. Inhale, slowly exhale. Your right leg, knee and your toes follow the same direction. So when your foot is slightly out, your knee follows the same direction. So you're not making this position, okay? If you can't move your knee any further, bring your foot forward. Always keep your ankle underneath your knee in line together, okay? And as you improve the flexibility, you'll be able to move more, but always foot and knee together. So that's not good. Inhale and exhale. You can hold the stretch or just continue. Release and stretch, release and stretch. Depends. You will know which one your body needs more right now. Again, if you're enjoying the stretch, you want for longer, pause the video now, hold it for another few breaths. If you find, change your side. Okay, foot, left. Remember, that's not good for your knee and your ankle. Inhale, and notice if it's more to your side than forward. That's a compensation again. Inhale. It's a simple message from your body. Not today. You can try next time, but today just go a little bit easier. Inhale and exhale. Feel it. Left leg now, inner thigh, your hip. Your muscles really tight. You can feel your right leg as well as your left. Inhale and exhale. And hold. Again, feet up. It's a good core exercise as well. To hold your position, upper body slightly lean forward without any support for your hands, for your arms. And relax. Okay, glutes. It's few options to treat, but I don't know how flexible you are. So I show you the first one. Start with your right leg straight or slightly bent, if it's the case. And you're placing your left over your right, lower or higher. Okay, we need to start somewhere. If you give me the feedbacks, leave the comments. Where is it? I can give another videos, less or more stretching, okay? So if you're very tight in your hips and your glutes, it's gonna be really low, which is fine. If you've got more flexibility, it's gonna be above your knee. Always avoid, please avoid placing your leg on your knee joint. So it needs to be below or above. And just holding the stretch. Try to push your knee down. Can you see a hand? Okay. This is the stretch. Left side, your hip, your glutes area. Of course, inner thigh as well. If someone is more flexible, check if you find and comfortable to place your right foot flat. So you've got your knee bent in 90 degrees. If your knee directly, straight away goes up, that's a compensation. As long as your knee is the same position, you will know if it's a good stretch for you or it's just too much. Okay, if someone is comfortable in here, you can feel it, but I can stretch more. Now again, upper body, leaning forward, but not again, not from your belly, from your hips. I'll show you from the side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So please don't try too hard. Avoid forcing your body. Oh yeah, I can do that. You will, but if you're feeling massive stretching, you can't hold it for long, it's not for now. Keep it lower, like this. Bring it higher. Make sure it's above your knee. You know, enough space. Push your knee down. And one day be like, okay, this is more comfortable for me. My knee is in line with my right, and I can go lower. Okay, find your position. You can hold. If someone's still fine, use your left arm, elbow, push your knee, and rest your hands. So you're just pushing weight on your left leg. It's always good to try because you never know. Your body's going to progress as much as you stretch. You're going to improve your flexibility, range of movement in your joints. So it's good to try, but if you feel much, you will know straight away. But it's important. That's why we always say, listen to your body. And this is exactly what we mean. Just do to the moment you're feeling comfortable, stretch. Pulling sensation. You're not holding your breaths. You're not put any tension in your upper body, which is the sign it's just too much. And now, right side. So you start with your left leg front of you, bent or straight. As you know, you're just finding what works for you. Lower, pushing your knee. So feeling hip higher or above your knee. Still knee pushing down. That's a compensation, which means you need to keep your left leg lower. Some of you ready. You can use your hand or then lean forward. Inhale. Slowly exhale. So make sure not leaning to your right side. You're keeping your weight, your balance equal, left and right. And hold, whatever works. Maybe more upright, maybe leaning forward, or again, using your right arm to put more pressure to push your knee even lower, or then bringing both arms. But your back is still nice and straight. Okay, lower back position, nice and flat. Everything this direction, that's a compensation. Better to stay more upright and work with your hips again. Tilt forward. And relax. Okay. That was another session for you to do just right away after. Just find some bench and do some stretching. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like it, please give me thumbs up. And another different stretches, the same muscles, but a little bit different. So you don't have to stretch every time the same because it could be boring, let's say, yeah, if you're going to continue for a long time, like again, the stretch. So try to make it more fun, more interesting, and you've got some variety so you can stretch every time slightly different, the same muscles with the same effect. So thank you for now. And again, stay safe on the road and stretch your body, guys. Bye.